Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, September 1st. We're looking at the last 2 days of the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. And once again, the bulls are relentless, as we are now one time framing up for 8 days. It's just continually to be all systems go. We go out with another price probe to the upside today. And then right after taking out yesterday's pre-market all-time high, we make another one after 4 o'clock. So once again, our all-time highs in the overnight. Same with the triple Qs as they hit 300. Record after record after record. Volume today at 54 million with the after hours still to go. So it's better than the average of 49.8 million. Still nothing good. Again, I thought today we actually had a chance for some two-sided trade and maybe would take out yesterday's low as we opened in balance, in value, and basically drove straight down. I couldn't believe we didn't take out yesterday's low, only to hold it, come back, get above the opening, get the 12-wide POC from yesterday, and then rip up and B. We traded that entire M's range, which took out the high and the low yesterday, in A and B. And then we sat between yesterday's high and the price spike for almost 4 hours before it did its own little dance again. We had a nice P-shape forming, turns into a unicorn shape again. We had a chance for a trend day up. We had 3 sets of single prints in the SPY, which all eventually got filled. So it just continues. I had a decent day trading, but I have those puts from September 14th, so that took away a bit of my earnings today. I had a major problem. Schwab went down late in the day, finally came up with about a minute or two to go, and then I bought more of the 355 puts. I actually bought 20 of them. I bought some higher than where we are now, and I bought 20 of them at 524. So I have a decent average on them. I'm long just under 40 of those contracts. Again, I'm comfortable with them. As long as I'm making money throughout the day, even though I'm getting profits taken away by them, it's something to see if I want to take a bigger position to see if we ever stop the one-time framing up in the daily and or the weekly. So that's why I did those. Now, as far as today's action in my trades, I didn't take a lot of trades. So in A period, A pushed down. I actually took a long because of poor structure. It ripped down. It left a bunch of price points that didn't trade out. I got long, went up, repaired the structure. It was out before the opening. That was a nice trade. Then B rips higher, gets up to the price spike. So I started shorting it. And it took a while because I started a small short around the price spike, kept adding up at M. I did not think we were going to take out the monthly high that quick, and we didn't. So I was up to about 130, just under 130 puts of the 352s that expire tomorrow. Everything else I traded was for tomorrow. So the calls were the 348, the puts were the 352. They came in nicely, and I had a very nice trade on that. Actually, it came in C period and filled the singles because we actually had singles. Now remember, I tell you, if you don't take out the previous time frames high right away, the odds are they fill. And that's why I was comfortable with that position, and we filled them. Now, I'm sorry, that was the second trade. B trade, it came in, took them off. C trade couldn't take out B's high, had the singles, took another short in C, the 352s again to fill them. All right. Then, H period, I believe it was. It was H period. We had a poor high in F and G. We had a poor high in B and C. I started a small short in H. I added onto it. Again, I started small, added onto it the high. I held this trade through H, I, and even J as J went up. Well, J wasn't up there yet because I added up to it wherever J was. It came down, took them off. I had finally added good size up here, took them off. That worked. That's it. I didn't do anything in K, didn't do anything in L. My machine was down most of a good part of M. When it came up, I took that put play in the 355s. Excuse me. So look, I'm not standing in front of a runaway train. Trading-wise, I did okay. I'm not sitting here, and I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, telling anybody sell will come. I'm saying balance will come at some point. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for balance to maybe taking out a weekly low. But we'll see what happens. They have a mind of their own right now. All right, destinations for tomorrow. So we have 352.71, which is today's all-time high. And then right now, I believe 352.76 is the overnight all-time high. Sure, we're going to go higher than that, but for now, that's what we're using. Now, for the downside, it's interesting. We have a price probe, which is L's high. I'm sorry, K's high. We have a price spike, which is I's high. And we basically have an afternoon pullback low. Again, I'm in 4-tick increments. L was lower. We finally got the pullback. But I and L, they're all pretty close to each other. So it's going to be very interesting tomorrow. So I'm using 351.90, which is K's high. L's high. I'm sorry. K's high. I apologize. 351.90. Actually, 91. I told you I'm tired by the end of the day. 351.91 is the price probe. Then I'm using 351.49. I's high is the price spike. So it's about 40 cents away. And then L's low, just as something to lean on, as 351.39 for an afternoon pullback. So it's going to be very important tomorrow. Now, we might just open and gap higher and keep going and not look back. But if we decide to trade M's range, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from K's high to L's low to see if buyers are there again. And then below that, we don't have anything until we get more market-generated information till today's low of 349.24. And then yesterday's low of 349.06. So it's going to be fairly important, right? The park was only 8 wide. We never got to 9 wide. It's going to be fairly important to see how the market reacts if we come down to K, I's high, L's low in here. Are there going to be buyers again? Be interesting to see. Okay. And quickly, triple Qs before I get to the charts. Triple Qs just keep ripping higher. Right now, I have 320.38 as the after hours high. So we'll see if that holds. Now, I doubt it. Let's go to the charts. So we start off the first month of September with a bang. One time framing up now 5 months as we took out last month's high already, and it continues to go. Weekly, one time framing up 9 weeks. Still getting distance. Again, it's healthy. So why am I shorting it? I'm not shorting it because I think the market's going to just roll over and die. I'm shorting it because I think we're getting stretched out. And again, they're just very, very small positions right now. Believe me, you'll know if I take a big position thinking that this thing is finally going to take out maybe a weekly low or something. And then the daily, same thing. Now, we're not getting as much distance away in the last 4 days, although M period blew out the last 3 days pretty good. I'm not calling this balance by any stretch. I'm calling this up, one time framing up for 8 days. We had a pretty good day again in the Camelback Trading voice channel room. Come check us out. I'm streaming my profile the whole day. So people who will learn the profile are getting a great, great education. You can't beat it for $20 a month. I hope you had a great day trading. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.